All right, Shalawam, Ahchyam. First of all, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI. Of course, YAHAWAH being the Heavenly Father, who you ignorantly call God. All right, the true name of the Heavenly Father is YAHAWAH. All right, and that's in the ancient Hebrew. All right. Of course, the name of the Heavenly Father's Son is YAHAWASHI, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus Christ. You know, y'all ignorantly call Jehovah. Y'all ignorantly call all these other names or titles and all of that. Alright? But those are the names, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI. Of course, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Greatmillstone who will well, as feeding the flock, rightly dividing this word. Alright? And of course, I want to say peace and salutation to all you sincere Ahchyam that's out here pushing this truth. Alright? Putting your lives on the line, your freedom and everything. Okay? Now, I'm going to just do a, lesson going on the spirit, okay? You're just gonna see how it let me go, but I kind of got an idea of where it's going. This is Job 5, and it'll be verse 7. It reads, "Yet man is born unto trouble, as the sparks fly upward." All right, when we born, obviously we born in, of course, trouble. All right, especially, of course, us Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we under the curses and stuff, all right? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Hebrew Israelites. You go back to the 12 tribes of Israel, all right? And your power is Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, all right? But, from the day we of course, come out the womb, we already catching hell, in this condition we in, being trapped in, of course, Babylon and all of that, all right? So it goes on and it says, "I would seek unto the Most High, and unto Yahweh would I commit my cause, which doth great things and unsearchable marvelous things without number, who given rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields." All right, which all of the things that is done, of course, in nature and all of that, Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, of course, is the one behind it, all right? Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, gave his son, YAHAWASHI, the blueprint to create everything that you see, so it's not by any matters of chance and all of that, okay? And we're going to go into a precept, just to back it up. This is Colossians 1:16. It reads, "For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him." All right, so Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, is the reason behind everything that you see. YAHAWASHI, of course, and his angels, of course, the elect angels, because when you go back to the Genesis, we'll go to that real quick. When it says in the beginning, we're gonna go into it just to bring it up. This is Genesis 1. It reads in 1, "In the beginning," it's going to read, "God created the heaven and the earth." All right, but now, of course, since the Bible is translated out of Slakia, which means, excuse me, since the Bible is translated out of Hebrew, Latin, and Greek, all right, you got to go back to it. You got to go back to those original tongues and all that to get the full understanding of the Bible. The Lord has to, of course, be dealing with you too, all right, to be able to get this understanding. All right, so it says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth." Now, this word here, God, go back to the word Ahchyam, all right, which is written there, and that's the powers, all right, the gods and stuff, all right. So you're going to have YAHAWASHI, who y'all are going to call Jesus Christ, and the angels, all right, they went and, of course, created everything in the universe, which you come in to see, all right. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi set up that, all right. So it goes on, because why would it say here in verse 26? This is Genesis 1:26. "And Ahchyam said, Let us make man in our image, after our own likeness." All right, that word, right here it reads, "And God said, let us." So you know, it's showing you there that it's plural. All right, you know, so it's not just it wasn't just the Most High or one being that was creating everything. It was the Most High Son, who the Most High Son is an angel. He's the chief angel, you know, and he's the first fruit. He's the first you know, creation that Yahawah, the Heavenly Father, created. And of course, YAHAWASHI, he created his angels, all right, which you know, the children of Israel, of course, we being the sons of the power. And, you know, that's where we get, you know, that's why YAHAWASHI, who y'all already call Jesus Christ, got that title, the Son of Man. All right. So it goes on. It says, after our likeness, I'm going to read it from the top. And Ahchyam said, let us make man in our image, after our own, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. All right, so of course the powers, they, you know, of course put, of course the creations, us being, of course, us, you know, at this time you would have us being Adamites going on. You know, the Israelites, we of course, you know, we were given, you know, that likeness of Bahasham Yahushai, all right? And, you know, but it was order, okay? You know, if you put it all the way in some, you know. And, you know, obviously, you know, we, at this time, used to have so much power, all right, where the animals was, of course, afraid of us. And, you know, things was in paradise, you know, they're going back to the Garden of Eden, all right? You know, things was, you know, perfect, all right? You know, it was all well. So, you know, I'm going kind of a bit into it a bit, but, you know, I'm going to continue on. It says, back to Colossians 1:17, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. Okay, so, you know, all of that, you know, was created. All right, what you see, of course, by YAHAWASHI, given a blueprint from Yahawah. And, you know, the rest of the, of course, the elect angels, the Ahchyam, the other powers, the other angels, created everything, you know. And it's gonna go down to it's gonna be, it was in 6 days or 6,000 years, all right? Because you know, we got to go to Peter's, you know, let y'all know that, you know, the time Bahasham Yahushai is on is, you know, different from the time we are on. You know, this is Peter's 3, or Slagi. This is 2 Peter's 3:8. It reads, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Okay, so, you know, everything was created, you know, when you go down to it, back to Genesis. You know, it was, you know, after, let me see, I'm going to go to it real quick. This is I'm going to start at Genesis 1:31. It reads, and Ahchyam saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. All right, so of course, after everything was made and all that, you know, the powers, you know, YAHAWASHI, and of course the elect angels and all of that, you know, the first fruits, all right, you know, was like, yeah, this is good, all right, you know, perfect. And the evening and the morning were the 6th day. This is chapter 2, Genesis 2:1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the 7th day, Ahchyam ended his work which he had made. So you obviously you have the powers, all right? And on the 7th day, the powers ended his work which he made, all right? And he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. So of course, you know, like that backs up and showing you, of course, you know, that everything was made in, you say 6 days or 6,000 years. All right, it took the powers to create everything. All right, that you see. All right, You know, so you know, I'm gonna continue on, into a part 2. You know, I know how y'all simple and stuff. You know, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but hopefully this was edifying a wee bit, and I see you in part 2. All right, Shalawam.